Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. Today I'm going to be starting a whole new project. I'm going to be using this paper pad from Stamperia, and it's simply called Garden. Okay, it's got a lot of beautiful pages. One of them I have chopped up already. I have to prep stuff, you know. It's the way I am. So it's 12 by 12. I'll leave a link down below. The last time I checked, I've had this in my stash for like, I don't know, 2 ages and 10 days. So the last time I checked, it was $7 or $8 on Amazon. Not very expensive again. Like I said, I'm trying to do some very frugal things, and if you don't have a printer, this is the thing, this is the way to go, right? Okay, so if you're interested in something like that, this video will be for you. Okay, so it's got 10 pages. As I said, I have chopped one, so I'll show you the chopped pieces in a minute. It's really pretty. We've got, you know, some stuff that, as I said before, why? You know, but this is really pretty. I like this. A lot of things you can do with that. And I've got plans for a lot of things. I like that they put succulents in here because, you know, living in the desert and such anyways. And that's another just plain background paper. You've got some large pieces here that will be great for matting onto things or making big journal cards or whatever you want to make with them. I have plans. I do. And on the back of them, as you can see, there are writing places. You can't see the whole thing because, gosh. Okay, so, but this paper is a bit thin, as I said before. It's thinner than what I'm used to working with. So I kind of try to reinforce it, bolster it up a little bit, you know. I like this one. That's really pretty. And then you've got some sort of wood grainy, I don't know, vintagey pieces over there. This is really nice. I like the wheelbarrow for sure. But yeah, you've got a lot to work with in this kit. You've got some unique tags and journal cards and things. Even some itty bitty ones down here. This one is cute. It takes a long time to grow an old friend. That's what I hope I'm doing on here, is growing some new and old friends, right? And then this one, I love this one. It's, you know, me and roses, it's a thing. Okay, then we've got this page on the back of the roses that we might be able to, we're going to use it in unique ways. Okay, now I don't promise that I'm just going to stick with only this paper pack because I've got so many ideas till I may run out of the paper pad. And that's okay. That just means you get freebies along the way, right? Okay, this is like an old music sheet with stuff on it, so we'll use that as we do. Then you've got ivy over here on this side, and that's a whole sheet of that. I'm just trying to, it won't all fit in the camera. It just won't. And then you've got the bicycle with the flowers and the bird, and lots of stuff to work with up there. This has an old calendar. They all start on, every month starts on Sunday. So I don't think we've ever had a year like that. Anyways, I like this window. That's really cool. So yeah. And then those can be turned into journal cards, but I think I'll do something else with them. Just, you know, I'm thinking. And then we've got the back. You've got some things, some strips here that you can use. And you can also cut these out to make little teeny journal cards or tags. I think I may do some of those that way because I'm not real crazy about this side of it either. So I may use this back in unique ways, right? Because, yep. Okay. And I had some paper in my stash that I've had it for, like I said, 2 ages and 10 days. This goes well with this, so I'm going to use this as my background matting pieces and such, you know, like that. Okay, I'm going to show you the other page that I have chopped up. We may not get to using it today, but I've been working on some things. This is the page. Do I have it upside down? Okay, this is the page that is going to be matted on the front and the back of my little. It's going to be a file folder base journal with hinged in big pockets, because we're going to make some insert pieces to go in the pockets. Yep. So this is the other page that isn't in here because I already chopped it because it's going on the front and the back. So there you go. Let me show you what I'm doing, and then we'll, you know, move along. Move this out of the way. That's really large. When you get one of those, you go, wow. Okay, so hinging. All right. Hinging is not hard. I've got a video showing how to do hinges. I'd leave 1/4 inch in between. You can leave 1/2 inch in between. Hinging is really, really simple. And so you can do it lots of different ways. This way, or one hinge at a time, or however you want to do it. I'm not saying do one over the other. This is sort of a base that I did, and I put hinges in. So, you know, when you do them and you've got multiples, you need to, you know, work them back and forth. Now, yep, I'm just going to put that aside for now and show you what I'm going to be working with on camera. So yeah, I hate when they always stamp those. I hate that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, these are my measurements. You take a file folder, right? This is a file folder, and its original fold was there. Okay. We're not going to use that original fold because that doesn't work for the project I'm doing. So you trim it to 8.5 inches high. That, you know, that's a good, you can trim it to anything you want it to be, okay? You can make it smaller or as big as your file folder will let you be. I wanted a straight edge up here, so, or down here, whichever one I cut off. I think this was the one I cut off down at this edge, because I left the little piece in here for my pocket, my side pocket. Okay, so 8.5 inches high this way, and you're going to score from this side, okay, not the side that you have your little this is whatever's left over is your side pocket. Okay, that's the way I did it. That was my scoring expertise. Okay, so you're going to score, so if I can read my notes, 6 inches here. That's the score, or just fold it, measure 6 inches and fold it, right? That works. Okay, so from there, I wanted a 2 3/4 inch for my spine, because I knew how many pockets I was putting in, how many this and that inches and all that stuff. So I wanted 2 3/4. Now, whatever size you want your spine, allow for that. Okay. And then score there, and it's going to be somewhere in the middle of all your, you know, the original fold was there. We're not using that. We're going to use that. Okay, so from here to here, that's my spine. Okay, so from there, you want, from that point, from this side of the spine, you want another 6 inches. I didn't want it to be super rocket sciencey, right? I wanted it to be easy. 6 inches for the front, 6 inches for the, well, this is the front, this is the back. 6 inches on both sides. So whatever's left, you score and fold over, and that's your side pocket. Okay, does that make sense? I hope so. If not, rewind me. I'll tell you again. Okay, so there you go. This is our base. And as you can see, I've got a few things clipped in and plans being made, right? Okay, so with these, I'm going to do these hinges this way. For my security purposes, I knew that file folder can get a little bit worn after it's used for a little bit. So I put fabric on my fold. This is 1 inch by 8.5, okay? And I'm going to end up taking some of those off, you know, angling things a little bit. But for now, this is what is going to go in here. And it's going to sit, is it 8.5 or is it something else? No, 8 inches tall, because I didn't want it to go the whole way. 8 inches tall. And that leaves a little bit here and a little bit there. That makes sense to me. Okay. Back to where we're going. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do with these hinges. I'm just putting in one at a time, and they're going to fill up my spine. Okay. I'm going to show you how I did that first, and then we'll move on to doing some more stuff. It's not hard. This is super easy. And the only thing that I wanted to make sure you knew, don't put the fabric in here or whatever you're using to reinforce this. Put it on this side, right? And just put it down the middle. It doesn't have to cover the whole thing. You just want it to be down the middle to where that fold's going to be, so that you're reinforcing the fold when it goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our glue, not tape, but glue, and just go down here. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's going to see this in the grand scheme of things. They're going to see not this. I mean, really, they're just not. I like to squidge it out anyways, just because it's me and I'm weird. Okay, so you're going to take it and make sure you got half of your fabric over here and half over there. You just really, it's just the fold, right? I just want that fold. People can use whatever they want to use. A lot of people can, they get those Tyvek envelopes. They can use those. I never get those. Okay, so I don't use those. If I get them for free, I mean, yeah, I would, you know, probably give them a go, but I don't. So I just use fabric. It's not as expensive as Tyvek, and it's not as thick as the excuse my reach. The fabric tape. I like to make my own fabric tape, which is, you know, what I'm kind of doing right here. But you can use actual double stick tape to make it as well, but I didn't want the bulk of that in here. So now that we've got that on there, where's my, I'm going to use the 1/2 inch tape. Now see, this folds in. Give it a good creasing, right? And I'm going to, I'm going to take the smaller side and I'm going to put the tape on it. I mean, I did 1 inch things, but sometimes my scoring is right and sometimes it's a little to the left. I don't know. It just is what it is, okay? Or maybe I just folded them up. I don't know. It is what it is. So I'm just going to give this a good pressing now that I've got that on there. And we're getting ready to put it into the journal base, right? So, excuse me, got glue all over my hands. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this And we're going to put it right up to the fold, not in the fold. We want to give our book room to move, right? If we put it right up to or over that fold, we're going to get ourselves in a world of grief is what we're going to do. So, yep. Now, like I said, you won't see much of this. I'm going to cover this part of it with some of the paper, either from the paper pack or the trim paper that I've picked out, something like that. And this, you won't see at all. This will be inside. So before we put it down, I'm going to take a little angle off there and a little angle off here, just so when I go to put the pockets on, it won't give me grief, right? I'm getting little tidbits of stuff everywhere, which happens. I mean, you know, we craft and we get tidbits. Okay, there we are. Now we've got this ready to go in, so let's do it, right? Where's my doohickey? Excuse my reach. So I know this is a lot of, still got glue all over my hands, a lot of things for you to catch up on, but I think this is going to be pretty simple and easy. Once we get our base built, it's just going to be super, well, this is fun to me, but it's just going to be super fun to start putting together, matting things down. I'm going to go slow with this. I'm going to show you how to put this in, and then the next video, now you got to do your scoring, get your file folder base. You can't get much cheaper than doing this, and like I said, that paper pack is really not very expensive. It's really pretty. So we're going to put this here. I'm going to put it, oh, let me see where my fold is. Yeah, I'm going to put it here-ish, like so. Yep. And, you know, that glue gives you a little bit of room to maneuver it around, right? Okay. You may say, Julie, you've gone nuts. What do you think you're doing? Well, I'm doing it. You'll see. You'll see. It'll come out really nice. Back in the old days, we used to do all kinds of stuff like this. And, you know, it's not complicated. I'm planning on 5 hinges in here. So that's going to be your homework, to get your 5 hinges ready to put in. And I just showed you how to put them. You're going to put these right up against each other, and like so, and just so you don't get in this fold here for your what's it, you know. So what are you doing? Anyways, get your 5 hinges ready, and if you don't have room for 5, then use 4, but you should have room for all 5. I may have to adjust this one, it's a little bit wide. But anyways, that's what we're doing now. We're going to use the papers I told you about. Now, let me show you what we're going to do on the front. Yep. Move these out of the way. For my mats, like I said, I've chopped these up already. This is going to go on here, and that will give this file folder a lot of oomph, strength, you know. And then this is going to go on here. So if you've got this particular paper pad from Stamperia, which I hope you'll get it, or you may already have it, just get your matting done. I did, let's see, I did the matting okay, that's the hinges. Where's the matting? That's the pockets. I tell you, I've got notes everywhere. Okay, this mat is 5.5 wide by 8 1/4 tall. Then the top mats are 5 wide and 7 3/4 tall. So that'll get you your front and back. And your measurements for the file folder. I'll write them down in the description so that if you forget what I said, you'll still have what I said, you know. So we'll do it that way. You guys can get caught up on what I'm doing and make you this is going to be really pretty and a lot of fun to do. Once we get these in and get our pockets made, we won't tiptoe into that today, but once we get these made and get our pockets made and put them on here, you'll see things start happening. And this will be completely covered up because it's in the hinge and all the hinges are gonna, it's in the spine and all the hinges are gonna cover it. Okay, so 5 hinges, 4 hinges, 3 hinges, whatever many hinges, do one. It doesn't matter. You can do one and do a small one just to tiptoe into making a journal this way. Whatever you want to do, just, you know, adjust your measurements to what you want. If you wanted to do just 1 hinge or 2, you would have a 2-inch spine. And then you'd have a deeper pocket over here. It's fine. Whatever way you want to do yours that way. And come craft along with me because we're going to make this and it's going to be awesome. I promise. Okay? The paper pad, where'd I do that? Okay. One more reminder. This is the one we're going to be using to decorate this file folder based journal. That back in the day they used to call them album? Well, no. I forget what they call them. Pocketed albums. I forget. It's a long time ago. Some people still make them though. I'm one of them. Anyways, we're going to use this and we're going to grow some old friends because it's going to take a minute to do all this. I'm just saying. It won't take that long. Okay, I promise. It's going to be fun and it's going to be easy because look, I'm going to make it easy. So you guys just come craft along, take a deep breath and don't worry about it. We're going to work it all out. And if you have any problems when you're making yours, just let me know and let me help. I can help. Maybe. So anyways, it's going to be easy. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's going to be beautiful when it's finished. Okay? So you guys get your paper pads. You don't even have to have this one. You can do any of them. Okay? This is a 12 by 12 and since I did 8.5 on this, you could even use an 8-inch, 8 by 8. You might have to adjust it down 1/4 inch, but you could still do it with an 8 by 8 pad. Probably not a 6 by 6, but this one is not very expensive. Like I said, I'll put the link down below and you can do that. And this is just this blue. It's like a robin's egg blue. You can get that in any old plain old paper pad that, you know, you get a gob of papers. It's not single-sided. It's both-sided. But I try to avoid the single-sided pages because sometimes I'm going to have them show on both sides. Anyways, that's just neither here nor there. But yeah, these are just, you can get Park Lane, whatever cheapy. I mean, it's not super cheap. It's a little textured and everything. I'm rambling now. Okay, so just get whatever contrasting color you want to get, and you won't need that much of it. We're going to do some matting and things like that, and you can use several different ones. I've got some others that I may be using. There's a lot of colors to pull out of this paper pad. You've got pinks and blues and browns and all kinds of stuff. So a few greens and such. So yeah, we don't have to use the same one all the time. I just wanted the same one for the front and the back and the spine. Yep. And other than that, it's probably going to be all different. Because why not, you know? Make it pretty. Make it diverse and, you know, full of everything we can put in it, right? Okay, so I'm rambling now, and I will go ahead and do some more homework off camera. This is what you need to get together. Do your file folder base. Make your hinges, and you don't have to reinforce them. I just wanted mine to last for a long time. I can't help myself. So I put fabric on there. You don't have to do that. File folder will last a long time. But, you know. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I'm going to have to take this one back off. Golly Bob. I've got some fabric to put on here. Oh, I can put it on the other side. I'll put it over here. It'll be fine. I'm calling it COVID bebogglement every time I get all off track. I've got some fabric. I've got it cut out. And I'm going to put it here on the spine. And then these mats will go on. Okay? It's a thing. So whatever you're going to put on your spine, get that worked out too. It's not that complicated, guys. It may sound complicated with me talking about it, but it's not. So I've got this, and it's going to go, you know, just to the edge. I made it a little big so that I can trim it off, but it's going to go just to the edge. I've got my double stick tape on it. Sorry for the glare. And this is going to be helping me stick this down carefully and straight and all that stuff. It's just how I like to work with it. So we'll do this next time as well. Putting this on, putting these on, and moving forward. I just wanted to do an introduction showing you this paper pad, getting you set up with your measurements for the base and the hinges. You can use the other hinges. What did I do with those? You can use the other hinge method if you want. Do it this way. That's fine. You have a bigger pocket on the side. Just, you know, score 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. It's pretty simple. Yep. So, and I do have, I'll put the beginner basics video series down in the description box, so you have that if you want to go and watch how to do hinges. They're really easy. I mean, just fold a piece of paper and stick something on it, right? Okay. Or that's my concept of that. My perspective. Okay. Here we go. You guys please take care. Get all this together. Don't let it be overwhelming. It's really easy, super simple. We're going to do it in little baby steps and just have fun with it, okay? Whatever paper pack you want to use. This is a 12 by 12. You could do an 8 by 8. I'm trying to do I don't know. I like summertime in the wintertime because it gives you a break from the drearies outside. And right now we've got drearies here. It's, I mean, I like the rain, but right now it just seems dreary out there. You know what I mean? So, anyways, you guys take care. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. TTFN.